In this part of our course, you're going to learn all about the content calendar and posting consistently. Right now, you have your niche and you have the pillars. You know what sort of story you will be telling. You understand that you have to deliver value that people will enjoy. You also know that you're going to have to carry out the research and create the personas of your audience or followers that will be interested to listen to your story or that they will enjoy your content. You also know what platforms you need to be using. You know your top 3, which you're going to use to deliver your message. What do you need now? Content strategy and content calendar. You cannot be randomly posting content, even if it's a high value content. There needs to be a strategy. You need to think of yourself as a TV show or a magazine, something that people are looking forward to. If you, for instance, take your favorite TV show, Grey's Anatomy, for example, you know that the show is being aired every Wednesday at 9 p.m. You can allocate that time, you can record that show, you are looking forward to something. And this is what you need to do with your content. You need to create series of content, whether or not it's video or a blog or even your own unique hashtag. So the most important thing right now to grow is the consistency and the content strategy, content calendar. This is your chance and opportunity to brainstorm, to come up with ideas, to come up with hashtags and names of the series that you will run. The most popular YouTubers or Instagrammers all have series. They are acting like a TV channel or a magazine, delivering entertainment, delivering value. You need to decide if your content strategy is going to be all about news and education, or if your content strategy is going to be all about entertainment and fun. Or perhaps it will be a little bit more serious, more professional setting. Something like top 3 news in the accounting world. Let me give you a few examples of content strategy. Let's take our influencer, our blogger, a mommy who is employed in the travel industry. She has the following content strategy. On Mondays, she posts inspirational posts for mothers about motherhood. And she also produces a blog of the same name on Monday. So the audience knows that every Monday they can wait for that inspiration on her Instagram, on her personal blog, and in her YouTube video. Okay? That's the first. On Wednesday, she creates content about entertainment and activities that you can do with your kids. Let's assume she's probably very busy, so she only has time to post 3 times a week. Maybe on Saturday, she posts about her job and what happened during the whole week. So again, Monday, it's inspirational content for parents, quotes, the reality about parenthood. Wednesday, it's all about the tips and entertainment and activities that you can do with your kids. And then Saturday, it's her roundup of the whole professional week. This has to do with her as a professional, as a working mom, and what she has been doing in her job. 3 very easy to follow series that will be full of value to another parent or a person interested in becoming a professional in the travel industry. You see, different type of people can actually jump in at different points of her content. Some people will enjoy or really will enjoy the Monday one, the Monday motivation, and there are other people who will be enjoying the Saturday work roundup. You need to plan for that, and you need to create a content calendar. You have now designed your content strategy, and right now is the time to put some dates on it. This is why you create the content calendar, which you can also download with this course. Use it as a map, as a template to guide you. We have decided with our influencer that we will be posting on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. We can even be more specific and actually come up with the time. The time works very well if, let's say, for instance, you're introducing a weekly video show. And even though that show will stay on your platform for longer, you will have some audience and fans and followers who will be waiting for that 9 p.m. slot every Wednesday to catch up with you. You need to create that authentic engagement with them. And you need to also hold yourself accountable. You need to be consistent, but it needs to be planned as well. There are various tools that will allow you to pre-schedule your posts, such as Socialmonials, Hootsuite, Buffer. You can use them. There is a monthly cost, but it is relatively low. You can also measure the engagement with your posts. And this is really, really important. All the analytics and understanding where your audience is coming from, what type of content they really liked and watched and engaged with. All of that information will help you to make a good decision whether or not you should keep with your series or whether or not you should come up with something new. Understanding your statistics is crucial. And I know it might seem a little bit boring for you. It's much more engaging and exciting to create content. But you really need to understand how your audience is performing, how your audience is interacting with that content, if the content is popular, if it's watched by many people or not, if people are commenting, engaging with it, liking, sharing it. Many platforms actually have sophisticated built-in analytics tools, such as Facebook, on Instagram. Sometimes you need to use tools, extra tools, that will help you to measure that. Check out the slide where we give you the names of the most important tools and all the links that you could use to measure your engagement and your numbers. Now you're probably wondering if other people are talking about you, if your name is being mentioned somewhere. What you could do is something very, very simple. Set up Google Alert with the name of your brand or with your name of the website, your own personal name. That way you can stay on top and you can measure if people are mentioning you somewhere. You will be surprised. Your content might be picked up by a blogger, TV station, local newspaper, and you don't want to miss that opportunity of knowing and resharing that publicity. So set up a Google Alert with the name of your brand or your own unique name. You have your unique story, you have found your unique voice, you have found your audience, your niche. You're becoming a thought leader in your own little niche, which is amazing. That's what we want to do. You're sharing your content, you're measuring your results, you know that people are interacting with your content. Certain ideas didn't work, certain ideas did work. You did a lot of testing, which is brilliant. That's what we need. You keep coming up with new ideas, and you also follow trends. This is key. See, even if you have your unique voice on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, there are also trends that are happening in a social and online world. And you want to take a few trends and apply them into your own content. That way you can tag along on that trend. Because chances are that if people are talking about something and you join the conversation with your unique voice, with your unique content, it can become viral. And that's what we want. We want that virality. We want that organic reach. And one of the ways to make sure that you can get on that wagon is actually following trends and engaging with the trend. Guess what? You're now becoming popular online. And you want to make money on it. You want to monetize it. You can hook up an e-commerce platform into your website. If you're using something like WordPress, you could connect a WooCommerce plugin. But if you're using other platforms such as Wix or Weebly, they have their own e-commerce built in. You can even use something like Amazon or Shopify to sell your own products. Or if you're on Instagram or Facebook, you can tag products. You can create your own shop on Facebook. If you're a fashion influencer and you're wearing something nice, you can tag that dress or that lipstick now on Instagram. Yeah, they allow you to do that. You no longer have to own a physical shop. You can be a social media persona and still sell. And that's why business and business knowledge is very, very important here. Right now, you're creating content. You're becoming popular online. But in order to make money on it, you need to level up. You need to have business understanding. Now, we will go more deeply into becoming a business person, an e-commerce person in another course. But some key important takeaways here are to plan for your numbers, to have a business strategy, a business model, how you're gonna make money on it, because there are a lot of ways in how you can make money online, but it has to be aligned with your strategy, with what you can do, with your market, with your target market, which is nothing else than your personas, but also with your geographical location. Let me give you a few tools and tips how other influencers and social media personas are actually making money online. The most important thing, if you want to make money online and collaborate with other brands, is your own social media persona scorecard. This is nothing else than a card, a PDF, a one-page document, very visual document, showcasing your statistics and who you are on social media. On your scorecard, you will have your picture, little description of your brand, personal brand, all the platforms that you are on, and the number of followers that you have, and something very, very important, your engagement rate for every single platform. Check out the slide to see how you can calculate your own engagement rate on all the platforms. In reality, nano-influencers, people who have smaller number of followers on social media, would have higher engagement rate than big macro-influencers. And this is why you can make money online. Because the trend right now that many brands are embracing is that they want to work with nano-influencers who have high engagement rate. What does it mean? Well, if you're paying a lot of money to a big influencer who has 500,000 followers, chances are only around maybe 0.5% would see that content. But if you are a nano-influencer and you have 3,000 followers, chances are maybe 6 or 7% of those people will see that content and they will actually engage with it, they will comment, they will share, they will discuss it. And that's what brands want. They are paying you to collaborate with you in order for people to talk about their brand online. Let's not forget that young people especially trust influencers. There's a lot of research suggesting that people treat influencers as their best friends. Meaning what? Meaning that they trust their advice. If an influencer is writing about a brand or a travel destination or a cosmetic, people that follow that influencer that trust him will perhaps buy that product. They're very likely to buy this product. They will ask questions about this product. And it is crucial to stay very, very authentic, even if the brand approaches you for a collaboration. But let's say their brand ethos do not align with your own brand. You should decline it. If you're a business person and you're being approached by a brand who's all about fitness, that might not be aligned with your brand. But if a business clothing brand approaches you to collaborate, that would be a perfect fit. Most importantly, however, especially when you're growing, when you are a nano influencer, is that you're gonna have to go after these leads and you're gonna have to chase them, just as in sales. So create your own scorecard with the platforms, with the engagement rates, with maybe a few testimonials or other brands you work with, or maybe other campaigns, other speaking engagements you had. This has to be a very simple one-page document. And then you just send it. You send it to agencies, you send it to brands, and you try to collaborate with them. Let me tell you a little bit about campaigns and what goes down. Once you have your scorecard, you engage with the brand, and now they want to work with you. Brands will give you a campaign brief. See, most of the times when brands are looking for influencers is when they are actually running a specific campaign, a specific promotional campaign for a product or a new service that they're introducing. Let's assume we're working with a leading cosmetics brand and they have a new eye gel which they're introducing. If we take our mommy influencer who's traveling, she might be tired looking after kids, she could be a perfect influencer to work with in order to promote that eye gel. I have sent my scorecard to the brand. The brand is now aware of me, of my engagement rate, of my followers, and they want to work with me. They give me a campaign brief. They describe what they want to tell their audience, how they want to sell this product. But here's a catch. You need to come up with a script and you need to record the content and deliver it via your platform. That's right, you have to be creative now. At the same time, you cannot go beyond the campaign brief. What happens usually is that you will send your script and the idea to the brand and they will review it. If they like it, they will give you a go ahead. You need to push for your own creative freedom as an influencer because you know what your audience likes. So don't be bullied as well or pushed by the brand. You need to stay authentic to yourself, to your own style. If there is a particular filter that you use or particular light or color, try to incorporate that, show that personal uniqueness. That's crucial. So now if you've sent the brief and the script and the brand okayed it, you are now recording it. And after that, after you finished, after you did all the editing, you're sending back that piece of content to the brand for another approval. They can tell you yes or no. Don't be angry. You will have a contract beforehand and all will be laid down. And bear in mind that this can happen. They will go back to you and they will tell you that you should change a few things, that they didn't like how you used this prop, let's say, or they didn't like the lighting or the dress. So you can negotiate with them back and forth. But once they approve that piece of content, you're ready to go. You agree the date and the time that that content will go up on your own platform. Very importantly, you need to mention to your followers for legal reasons now that this is an ad. And you need to put that in writing, or at least write AD for ad if you're delivering video content in a story or any other form of video. People need to know that you're being paid for this advertisement and that it is, in fact, an advertisement. Try to push the brand for a very nice overall collaboration with you. If they are engaging with you to create a video on Instagram, offer them that you can also do a blog post about this product. You have to be the one selling and bringing the ideas forward. This is why business knowledge is important. And voila, you have your first campaign. But don't forget to measure the results, measure the analytics and the reach. This is actually the most important part that the brand is going to ask you for. They're giving you the money as a currency, and what you're giving them back is that reach. You need to be able to tell the brand how many people saw this post, how many people commented on this post, how many people shared this post, and what's the number of the impressions. Even the geographical landscape or where the audience came from. You need to be able to tell that to your brand. This is the last part of our course. We're going to talk about tools and apps that are going to help you during content creation. You are in luck. You no longer need very sophisticated professional equipment to start. You can just start with your phone, but remember, sound is also very important, so equip yourself with a good microphone. These things are not expensive. You can also buy a special light for your videos under 50 euros. Order via Amazon. But make sure you have a recording device, a microphone, and a light. These three things are crucial to start with. Now, let's talk about the various apps and tools that you can use. Canva is very good for design of different posts, for putting up stories, pre-designed stories, putting up logos, creating moving posts. But you also need a video editing tool. If you have a good computer and you are more sophisticated in editing, you can download Final Cut Pro, let's say. But if you're not and you will be using your phone, there are a lot of apps out there that you can use, such as Filmora, Magister. Check out the slide with all the top leading apps which you could be using for video editing and for picture editing. Most of these apps charge you from 5 to 20 euro a month in order to use their full functionality. These apps will help you in order to create more professionally and branded looking videos and pictures. Don't think that you can grow on your own. You need collaborations to grow on social media. You should have a community blog post, maybe a podcast where you interview other people. Depending on the niche and on the platforms you're using, think about the people that you can invite to collaborate with you. What's great about that is that they will share your content. If we interview another mother, another mommy blogger, she will be so excited to share that interview, meaning that her audience and her followers will now become aware of you and of your content. And you should also ask other people to feature you on their blog posts and their content. But be realistic. If you have small number of followers, don't engage with a bigger influencer, you know? It's all about value. It has to be something in it for them as well. So, the general rule is that you engage with people of similar niche and similar numbers to you, because that way you can help each other and collaborate with each other. Especially on Instagram, many influencers or content creators are sharing their profiles and names and collaborating that way. And that's key. But if you don't have those numbers yet, you can simply come up with a community blog, start interviewing people, or maybe a video series or a podcast series where you talk to others. Collaboration And engagement is another way to grow on social media, not paying for any ads. But if you have budget to spare, you should definitely consider boosting your posts, especially the already performing posts. If organically a certain post is doing well, boost it. Put 20-50 euro on it. But make sure you have a consistent budget, because boosting posts every now and then doesn't really work. You have to have a budget, and you have to decide what platforms you will be using and what platforms you will be boosting. If you have a budget to spare, again, there's no harm and only benefit in boosting your posts and your numbers. I hope you have enjoyed this course and that it was valuable to you. Make sure to follow all of the tips and be kind to yourself. Be patient. This is a process. You're not gonna hit huge numbers straight away. So it's very, very important to stay motivated, to motivate yourself, but also disciplined. Remember that if you were going to cut a tree, you should first spend hours on sharpening your axe. If right now you're not sure what your personal brand should be about, if right now you don't feel like you are an expert in a field, that's okay. Take your time, get yourself educated, read a lot of books, and become an expert on a certain topic in a certain niche, and then start blogging about it. Or if you want to showcase your lifestyle as of it is now, that's also perfect. But remember, consistency, authenticity, and uniqueness are your best friends in building popularity online. One major mistake that I see people making, including myself when I was starting a few years ago, is not showing that vulnerable side of you on social media. We are always trying to be perfect, but that's not what real life is about. People want to see real life and real struggles, real stories. If you're a mommy blogger and you had a hiccup along the way, share it with people. That content will generate way more engagement than your perfectly styled pictures of perfect motherhood and story, because it's not realistic. If you're a businesswoman, always looking great and traveling all over the world, don't you have days where you doubt yourself? I know I do. And I've posted about it. I've posted about my journey and all the hiccups I had along the line. It's key to be authentic and show your vulnerable side. People will connect with that. It's not about pretending. It has to come from your authentic story and experiences that you had in life. But allow yourself to be vulnerable online and connect with people on a real human level. If you would like more help and advice, check out my website at www.paulinekwasniak.com. Subscribe to my newsletter, follow me on social media, Pauline Kwasniak. Check out www.female11planners.com for fascinating blogs and advice from leading women in the events and travel industry. I hope it will inspire you. Thank you so much for giving me your precious and valuable time. I truly hope that you will take a leap of faith, find your own unique voice, and start putting out content on social media. Every single one of us has a brand. We are born unique, and the stories and life circumstances that we go through shape us as human beings. And what you do online is showcasing that and selling yourself in that way. Don't copy anybody. You are already a unique, fascinating product, a unique brand, which you can make popular online with the right strategy, with the right tactics, with the right discipline, consistency, and with the right tools. My name is Pauline Kwasniak. This has been a course about building popularity online. I hope you will join me on my next courses about idea generation, business modeling, customer journey online, and many other things that are more specific. Thank you so much and have a great week.